Hey mortals, welcome back to our channel. I'm Avery.
And I'm Micah, and today we'll be reviewing
The Inheritance Games series.
So, The Inheritance Games is a crazy trilogy book series by Jennifer Lynn Barnes about a main character named Avery Kylie Grahams, and she's just like a normal person, and she like hangs out with this old guy and plays chess with him all the time. And then suddenly she gets like a letter.
She gets sent to the principal's office
where
she meets a boy named Grayson who tells her he needs to come to Texas to read a hearing of a will.
Yes. And so she goes and figures out that she inherits billions, and Grayson and his three brothers, who thought they were going to get all the money, did not get all the money. They got like 2,000.
Yeah, not enough.
Not a lot.
And she also will inherit the house, but she has to live in it for 1 year with all the people that she stole the inheritance from that want to kill her.
So it's a whole process, and she figures out that the four brothers all have a different dad with the same mom named Sky, and she's a terrible person. But they also have this aunt, I forgot her name.
Zella?
Oh, yeah.
Zebra?
Zebra.
I don't know.
We'll call her Zebra. Her name
Zebra?
starts with a Z.
Sarah? Something with
But
the Z.
she was a terrible person, and then she like had this love affair with someone else, I'm pretty sure, at one point. But anyway, the first book, she's trying to figure out who...
Zara,
yep. Yeah. So Zara, the first book, she's just coping with life, and she meets Thea, she meets Rebecca from school. She befriends Grayson and Jameson to get them to help her with things, and she does one of the mysteries that their grandpa used to make them do every Saturday morning, and it was always Grayson versus Jameson for it, and in the end. And they also have an older brother, Nash, and Xander's the youngest brother, who's the best.
Yeah, we do love
the
Xander.
best.
And also, Avery moved in with her half-sister, Libby. Yeah. She's kind of goth, has blue hair.
Yep. She loves Nash.
Loves Nash. Best couple in the book.
For real. So this is mostly the book about figuring out someone who used to live on the estate, how she died. Like, because they saw technically how she died. She drowned and jumped off a cliff for some reason. She had like a brain thing or something.
Yeah, she had a heart disability, and whenever her heart rate would go up too much, it was like dangerous for her.
Yeah, she would like have a seizure or something. But she died. She technically drowned, and at the end, it's a crazy thing. And spoilers, Jameson says that he watched her die because she went to the cliff with Grayson. Yeah, she went to the cliff with Grayson, and it was a whole love triangle because Jason and Grayson were always fighting over Emily.
Yep.
So he followed them to the cliff, and he watched her die.
And yeah, that's pretty much the first book.
That's the first book, yay! There's also a love triangle between Grayson, Avery, and Jameson, because those boys can't get enough of girls.
We'll get into that in the second book.
Yes, so the second book, she's with Jameson. She chose Jameson so far, but she's like always thinking about Grayson too, whatever. But this one, she's trying to figure out who her father is, because she sees dynamics with something that happened with her mom. Turns out her mom was living with her parents, and this kid washes up on their shore, and she helps him, and they fall in love, but they never have a child. But like halfway through the book, Avery thinks that it is her father, Toby. I love Toby.
Toby, which is the son of...
Yeah, the adopted son of the grandfather of the Hawthorne brothers.
Yeah.
What's his... Tobias
Yes.
Hawthorne. So yeah, and then we figure out that they think Toby is her father the whole entire time, but it turns out it was her father that she knew it was her whole life. Who's actually her father.
Some drunk who goes on a date with Sky. He's fun.
That was really crazy. And then now we're on the final game.
Oh, also one random scene from the book is Thea tricks Avery into getting this hairstyle and dress that makes her look exactly like Emily. And that causes like a whole scene between Jameson and Grayson. They look like little 2-year-olds. But that's fine. Final book, the final gambit, right?
The final So
Count
this one, this girl at the end of the second book, The Hawthorne Legacy, this girl comes with her brother and they kidnap Avery, and turns out Grayson's father, his biological father, was trying to like kill Avery. He was trying to kidnap her, get money from her or whatever.
Yeah,
and
because
get her
everyone
inheritance.
wants the moolah.
Yeah. And so, turns out that they are related to Toby, and Toby has a daughter named Eve. And Eve is the cousin of Emily and Rebecca. So anyway, they fight over that. Grayson starts dating Eve. Oh, it's the most toxic
They
relationship
don't really
ever.
date. They just like banter.
He's just obsessed with her.
Yeah.
But she looks just like Emily, so Grayson's obsessed, but Jameson stays with Avery, and that's why. Yes.
And then
Surprise! She was faking it that she was nice the whole time, and she tries to sabotage Avery when she finds the final clue, and then Avery finds the final clue, and finally she inherits the house, and she ends up with Jameson.
And what's her name? Evelyn? Eve.
Oh yeah.
Her nickname's Eve, but I always thought it was Evs or something. But Evelyn kidnaps Avery, and Tobias has to trade himself in for Avery's freedom.
Toby, yeah.
Yeah, Toby, yeah. I guess his full name's Tobias, but
Yeah.
Toby, her not-so-real father,
He once
traded himself in, and he was also the guy she's been playing chess with all these years.
Wow. So cool.
So preppy.
So, now we're gonna move on to our questions. Number 1, the most unhinged character.
Alex. Hands down, Alex.
Was that the best friend?
No, wait, maybe. Oh, Xander, I mean Alexander, yeah.
Alexander.
Xander. He liked to build things and
Oh my gosh, he was
play
wild.
strip bowling.
Yeah.
And
he ended up with Avery's best friend, Max.
love that ship.
That
They're
was
pretty
amazing.
cute.
I love them.
Yeah. He burned his eyebrows off at some point.
Yeah.
So, he's definitely very unhinged. Who's yours?
I think it's Sky for me.
Oh, that's
because,
true.
Like, what? Like, she
That's
slept
true.
with 4 guys in the span of 4 years.
That's true.
And was
That's just the ones
pregnant
that
for
got her
most of
pregnant.
them. Yeah.
So, that's
Well,
true.
because Nash is much older than the others, yeah. Anyway.
Best character.
Next characters.
Xander
Xander, Nash, Avery.
I like Libby. Libby has
yeah.
that cute, like, older sister dynamic,
Yeah.
always taking care of Avery. Oh, also, we need to talk about Libby's ex. He was
Oh my
horrible.
gosh, yes!
He hit her and he was so mean, and she broke up with him to go live with her sister in the big house. And then he shows up and he's just like yelling at her through the gate, and Nash goes up and is like, "Get out before I murder you," a little bit. So that's so great for Nash.
I love that.
Yeah.
The best plot twist, I think, was that Toby was not her actual father, even though it was.
I think the best plot twist was that Rebecca was Emily's sister. Because also that Thea and Rebecca are a little bit fruity for each other. That was interesting.
Yeah. What plot twists did you guess? I guessed the Toby one. I think I guessed the Eve one as well.
I don't remember which one I guessed. I remember I was really happy because I guessed one, but I don't think it was that big.
Yeah.
It was just like she'd choose Jason or something, but that was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
Although,
Well,
I don't
the
know.
next one. Team Jameson or Team Grayson? I'm Team Jameson. I'm sorry.
I'm low-key Team Grayson, though, because if it were me, you got the guy that drinks and jumps off cliffs and does these crazy things, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. But then you also got the guy that does charity, has his life together, somewhat together, that's true. He's very nice and caring and, like, manages his money, can make a name for himself.
He also doesn't show emotion whatsoever.
Oh,
He's a
that's
little
true.
fuck.
I don't really, none of them, I would have picked Xander.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna skip over both of them and go to Xander.
Maybe even Nash. If
Yeah.
I'm old.
Honestly, they picked the worst two brothers to do this, but
Yeah.
okay. Favorite book?
I like the Final Gambit the most.
Yeah, easily.
The end was really cool with the chess match and stuff.
Yeah.
And then, what did you like about the book? The unhingedness.
Definitely the unhingedness. There were just some scenes that were, like, so cool, like,
Yeah.
when they went into the forest and she got shot at,
Mhm.
that was pretty fly.
And then just, like, the mysteries and, like, the clues.
Yeah.
Because you get to follow it and you get to do it with them. So
And how, at the end, it was, like, the grandest games will commence or something. And then she made more books, which was pretty cool.
Yeah.
All right.
What did you dislike? The repetitiveness, not exactly of the books, but of the different series from the author.
Yes.
I don't like how she just does the same thing, technically.
That's true. It's always a complicated family. I think a love triangle. Yeah, a love triangle. And then someone dies by a cliff or by a loved one or something.
Yep.
So, I don't know what this girl has going on with her rivalry and cliffs, but it needs to end. All right.
Is there really more to the story? There could always be more to the story.
Yeah, I feel like
she can stop.
She's trying too hard. She made 5 more books or
like,
something.
love you. You should keep writing, but
also do a different series. You have such good series. Make different series. Come on.
Yeah. The next is the family tree.
My gosh. Okay, so we have Tobias Hawthorne and his wife at the top. Then
She's making a book of their story, I think.
Then we have Zara and her husband, Sky and her random people that she dates. And then we have Toby, who's adopted.
His daughter Eve.
Toby has, his daughter Eve.
Sky has her 4 sons.
And Zara has no children.
Yeah.
And then off to the other side, we had the 2 people who lived in the cottage. Who were they?
Those are the Laughlin. No,
the
those
Laughlins.
the grandparent Laughlins.
Yeah, we had Mr. and Mrs. Laughlin. Their daughter was Rebecca.
No, their daughter was someone, and then their daughter's daughters.
Oh, yeah, their daughter
Rebecca and Emily.
Their granddaughter was Rebecca and Emily. And then Emily and Rebecca's cousin was Evelyn.
Eve.
Yeah, Eve. Yep, and that's...
wild.
We actually managed to do a family tree.
Yes! Also, she tried justifying it by making Toby adopted because at first Avery was supposed to be Toby's daughter. So, yeah. Anyway, I just wrote Xander's the best Hawthorne. Okay. Next thing. Favorite ship.
Real, though. Favorite ship, Nash and Libby.
Yep.
Nash and Libby. Let's be real.
That's my favorite one, too. And then, the best father? Oh, of the 4 Hawthorne brothers, which one is the best?
Not Grayson.
Xander's dad
probably.
was the best.
Xander's was the only one we met that really was like, I want you to be my son.
True, yeah.
I don't blatantly reject you.
Yeah.
So definitely Xander's dad. He was like, why don't you come work at the mechanic shop with me, buddy boy?
That was awesome.
Also, I did not know Xander was mixed until we met his dad.
That's crazy.
I didn't realize. I always am picturing a character and then they look different halfway through the book.
I imagine him Spanish.
Yeah. Leo Valdez.
Yeah, right? Well, thank you so much for watching. We will see you guys again.
Bye.